What's up guys, my name is Laura, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you guys my absolute favorite preset. Just kidding, I don't use presets on my photos and I don't think that you guys should either. And here's why. For those of you who don't know what a preset is, it's basically just a bunch of different settings or adjustment layers that we're putting over our photo, which is great. Obviously, that's what we do when we edit a picture. But with presets, we're just blindly applying these same settings to every single shot and not giving the shot what it needs. So let me give you an analogy to this. If you went into a hairdresser and was just like, hey, how do you think my hair would look good? And she's like, well, I just do everyone with a bob, and gave you this awful bob that just looked terrible on like 90% of the people that she cut hair for, that would be awful. Same with a chiropractor. Let's say you go to a chiropractor, you have an ache or a pain, and he's like, well, I normally just do this adjustment in your leg, and you're like, no, it's my back that's bothering me. Like, everything in life is subjective, and when you're applying these random just settings and layers to your photos with presets, a lot of the time the photo ends up looking worse than if you didn't apply anything at all. So my recommendation would be just to take like an hour, instead of downloading a preset pack, paying for it, and applying it onto these photos. Take an hour to just educate yourself in the very basics of photo editing. So now that you guys know why I really don't like presets, let's talk about exactly what you can do to fix it. And I'm going to show you guys two examples of where presets went really, really wrong. So the first example that I want to show you guys is of my sister walking on Whitehaven Beach in Australia. And as you can see, just looking at this photo, definitely things look a little off. I mean, this was a beautiful sunny day on a beach that was just absolutely gorgeous. And the photo it just looks a bit blue. The tones in it are a bit cool. And it's also a little bit dark. So what I did was I just warmed this up with some more yellow tones. So as you can see, this is the after image. Looks much warmer. Her bathing suit and her skin tone looks very much improved and much more natural. And I also just added a little bit of exposure and highlights to the photo to just get rid of some of those shadows. So the other example that I'm going to give for you guys is a picture of me hiking in Lanikai in Oahu, Hawaii. And as you can see in this shot, basically it had the opposite effect. The filter was really, really warm and really, really bright. And everything looks just kind of orange in the image, and some of the highlights, especially in the clouds, are kind of blown out, meaning we're losing detail there. So this is what I did with the editing. This is the after image, just backed out some of those preset settings, and you can see the photo looks like a much more natural color temperature. The detail in the sky came back, and it just looks much, much better. So as you guys probably guessed based on the two examples, one of the things with presets that one of the main things that goes wrong with them is the color temperature. So that's definitely something I have to focus on if you are applying a preset to your image. Definitely take note of it, like especially any skin tones or anything like that that may look a little wonky after you apply the preset, and you can just back those out or just get rid of the presets altogether. So that's basically a quick explanation of why I don't like presets and don't think that anybody should be using them. I'm going to go ahead and put a link below to a beginner's guide to photo editing, in case you're not familiar with all the different settings that you can change, what they do, and how to isolate certain things in a photo that you might want to change. Definitely recommend checking that out. Please like this video and subscribe if you found the content useful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.